Well, this video is gonna get a lot of views. It'll be a shame if it doesn't, cause who does not like free stuff, guys? Anyways, hi, I'm Mansi from India, currently in Indonesia, pursuing my bachelor's degree in informatics, computers. And this video is about how I convinced the Indonesian government to fund my studies here. Just kidding, guys. I won a scholarship called KNB, Kemitraan Negeri Berkembang, here in Indonesia from India, and this is my story. So it all started in January 2023 when I was on the verge of breaking down and I already failed three actually scholarships, and I was like, shall I go for the last one? Because I didn't have any hope. I'm just okay, stop dragging Nancy, please. Okay. So in January 2023 I applied for this scholarship called KNB, Kemitraan Negeri Berkembang, which is offered by the Indonesian government for foreigners to come pursue their bachelor's, master's or PhD here in Indonesia, and it's a fully funded scholarship. Like, the government covers all your flight tickets, the flight allowance, there's living allowance, your school fees, college fees, your if you're a master's student, then your what's it called, research fees, something, yeah. So that's covered. Your health insurance. In conclusion, overall it covers everything. And so I applied for this scholarship in January 2023, and finally, thankfully, I got to be an awardee. And here is how. So I applied for this scholarship in January 2023, and thankfully I got to be an awardee. And in this video I'm going to give you some more details about the scholarship. Actually, I'm late for this video because the applications for 2024 are already closed, but hopefully maybe next year in 2025 you can get the scholarship and maybe I can make the video again, but yeah. So this scholarship, you can actually go to this site called, I'll put the link in the description, called KNB. You just type down KNB scholarship on Google and you'll find this site at first, and here they have all the details all given here. So this scholarship, as I said, is for bachelor's, master's and PhD. This year for 2021 they had 31 colleges and 1529 study programs. Every year it keeps changing, but for bachelors, mostly I'm going to focus for bachelors because I'm a bachelor student, and I don't know if for masters and PhD students there are some other special requirements. But for bachelors, your maximum age to apply for the scholarship gotta be 21 years old. Then you should hold high school degree. You should have English proficiency test scores, either be it IELTS, either be it TOEFL, TOEIC. I think Duolingo will do too. So it depends on the university, guys. Few universities they accept Duolingo English test, but few others they don't. So it depends on the campus you're applying to. So you gotta confirm it with the campus. So you gotta have an English proficiency test score. It should be more than, for IELTS I know it should be more than 5.5, or else you can't apply. And then you got to have a recommendation letter from the embassy of your country, and also a recommendation letter from your employer or your teacher from high school. You gotta have previous academic certificates and academic transcript of your high school, a passport, and you should just complete the application online. So I think I need to explain about the recommendation letters, because this is the part most students get confused in, because now the government has made it compulsory. You need to have a recommendation by the embassy and then by your school teacher. So getting a letter from the school teacher is easy, even the embassy is easy, but yeah, first we talk about the school one. So you just gotta go to your teacher. For me, I wanted to apply in the computers field, so just I contacted my computer teacher back in high school, and I requested him if he can write a recommendation letter for me, which included like what he thinks about me, about my academic performance and my overall things that might help the committee to decide whether this girl is fit for the scholarship or not. So you just need that letter, and then the recommendation letter by the embassy. To do this, you will have to email your embassy in your country. Like for me, I emailed the Indonesian embassy in New Delhi in India and asked them if what are the things I need to provide for them to give me a recommendation letter. They asked me for my high school transcripts, then IELTS and other passport and other details and all. And for me, it was very easy to get the letter because they just gave it to me in a week or so. And but starting this year in 2024, I have heard from other applicants that the embassy is taking interviews too, because there are a lot of applicants. So in case the embassy takes your interview, just be prepared for it. They'll ask questions like why do you want to study in Indonesia, why you chose this subject, and so on. Just a normal interview that you get the recommendation letter from the embassy. Then you go to the website, you click on apply now, you get the form, you include all the details that has been asked, you upload the recommendation letter, and then you wait for the response from the university. About the universities, you get to choose 2 universities. So there are the university you gotta choose in priority. Let's say you want to choose this university A, you really want to go in this university, but in case you don't go, you put university B as an option. So it's like you choose 2 universities, and the selection process is if you don't get selected in university 1, you get to go to 2. But if you get selected in both of them, you will go to 1, university A that you chose first. So that's the thing. Then after you submit the application, you wait for the email. So I think the university will contact you. So let's say there are 100 applicants, there are 100 or 400 applicants in your campus. They choose at least 20 of them for the test and interview. So for my time when I applied, we were I think 18 chosen for the interview. And there's a test, there's a psychological test. They test your personality, like ask questions like what will you do in this situation, what's your weakness, what's your strength, questions like this. You have to give brief answers to them, written. And actually the interview process, it really differs for every campus. So don't think of as if I'm giving a clear roadmap to universities. They differ with the process, but the application process is the same for all. So be careful when you listen to my university interview advice. But anyways, you gotta have a psycho test. They take your aptitude test, like reasoning questions. Then some universities, they ask you questions related to mathematics and science. Yeah, you gotta be prepared. And then there's interview. So I don't know, for me it was like my test and interview both were on the same day, but we don't know like what might happen in the future. So the test and the interview might get separated, and maybe this could happen like the people who pass in test, only they get to go to the interview. For us, it was like all the 18 of us, we took the interview on the same day. So I gave the test, I then waited for my interview turn, and then in interview they asked me same questions like why do you want to study in Indonesia, why would you choose this major, what's your future plan, will you be able to live alone. So this was the process. And then I think after a month or a few weeks, our results were out. So thankfully I was selected. I think I'll have to make a full complete detailed video of how you need to appear for the interview, how you got to prepare for the test. I will make it, but for this one, this is it. I wanted to just tell you that this is how I got a scholarship, this is how I'm studying here in Indonesia. So this is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be making more videos. If you have any questions related to KNB, you can just ask me in the comments, and that's it. Bye bye. Hope you get the scholarship if you are applying. Bye bye.